This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Okay, guys. So we joined the class. Priya, Shreya, Chandana, and Shreya. Okay. Okay. Priya, you logged in two devices. So just log off on one device and use one. Okay. We'll start the class. Okay. So okay. Fine. So in the previous class and the two classes not completed successfully because of some audio issues and networking issues. Okay. So today onwards, I will give you the complete demo of the Python and MongoDB. Okay. So here coming to the Python is a client-side and the server-side programming language. Okay. So the Python we can use like creating the web applications, like web development. Okay. So the Python is completely cross-platform and free open source framework. Okay. So like this Python we can use any framework, like for example Django. So Django is our Python based framework. Django we're going to use for the web development. That is like one good framework for Python based framework. Okay. So here why we are going to use the Python here. Okay. So introduction of Python and what is the scope of the Python. Okay. And the benefits of the Python. Ide tools for the Python and Python frameworks and libraries. Okay, jobs and what are the jobs and salaries available once you completed the Python course. Okay, what are the jobs available? Okay, and how much the salary in the companies, like starting salary, average salary, and average salaries and all. Okay, so like this, you can I will give about these topics about the Python and coming to the MongoDB. Okay, MongoDB is like a NoSQL database. Okay, in the earlier days, now also we're going to use the RDBMS like MySQL, like that, Oracle, all other SQL databases. Okay, now MongoDB is the latest database. So that is completely NoSQL database. NoSQL, nothing but there's no any structured query language. So we can export data in any format, like text, document, image, video. Okay, any like GIF images. Okay, so like all the formats we can use the data using the MongoDB. So that's what I said here. Top NoSQL database. It's like open source and document oriented database. So document oriented means we can upload as a documents also. Okay, so in this MongoDB, uh, what is the MongoDB? So first I'm going to give some introduction about the MongoDB. Okay, and why using the MongoDB. So there is a lot of other databases also. Okay, why we're going to go use the MongoDB. Okay, and coming to third one is RDBMS versus NoSQL. What is the differences, advantages, disadvantages? Okay, once you use the NoSQL like MongoDB, so we need to check with other databases also. So what is the advantage with NoSQL? What is the disadvantages? Okay, like this, the third point is like RDBMS versus NoSQL. Okay, and mostly all the benefits will cover in the comparing to this RDBMS NoSQL. Okay, just I list out this one. Okay, where to use MongoDB? Okay, so where to use MongoDB is here, like some any environment. So like other platforms and environment like this, right? Okay, so the MongoDB you can use any environment, any operating system. Okay, any application, web application, mobile application. Okay, suppose there is any some other cloud platform, so you can use the MongoDB. Okay, so MongoDB is the best one nowadays for any company and for any application development. Okay, and MongoDB audience. Okay, so who are the audience? So who will learn the MongoDB? Okay, so once learn the Python. Okay, so in the Python environment you can use the MongoDB. That is a good choice, the MongoDB. Okay, I will teach detail in the class. Okay, and then MongoDB install. So the MongoDB, how to install, okay, how to create the database, how to export the data, other data, instead of writing table, rows, columns like that. Okay, so here we are going to write the JSON data, okay, and we can upload the image format also, image and words, document, okay, even image, video also we can export the data type, okay. And the MongoDB tools, okay, based on the MongoDB, we have a couple of other tools, that is MongoDB Compass, MongoDB Management Studio, okay, MongoJS Query Analyzer. Okay, so these are some tools which we are going to use on the MongoDB. Okay, and finally, career path in Python and MongoDB. So what are the jobs and how the career will be there in the once you completed the Python and the MongoDB. Okay, so there is a lot of good opportunities there in the present market. Even startup companies and big like large scale companies also, they are hiring these two combination developers, Python and MongoDB developers. Okay, so like these two, I'm going to complete like in 45 days. Okay, Python, MongoDB. So using these two, Python and MongoDB, we can develop a complete application from starting to ending. From starting to ending means, so from the beginning, like very beginner level, and completed with the advanced level. Okay, while teaching, I'm going to show one like a real-time object, real-time project. Okay, so like this, I'm going to teach you. Okay, so here, uh, let's say here. Okay. Okay, so here why the Python we are going to use. The Python is very popular language, okay, and it's open source. You can get those libraries from Python website. Okay, so this is the official website for the Python. Let me open this. It's not showing. It's not showing. Okay, so this is our official Python website. Okay, from this you can download the application file. You can go to the download and you can select your environment like OS. It's like Mac or Windows or any other platform. Okay, just download the application, you can install. Okay, so in class I teach you detail. So installation step is very easy. Okay, anybody can install, but after the installation we need to do some settings for the access Python application. So we need to make sure the settings like location, paths, everything we need to do. Otherwise the Python, the path locations errors will be raised when using the Python. Okay, so we need to do some settings after the installation. Okay, so this official website you can download from here based on your operating system. And then once you installation, you will get one command from here. Just search in the start, let's say here, Python. Okay, so this is the first one, the Python. The present version is 3.9. Let me open this. Okay. Okay, so this is Python command line. Okay, so here you can write any commands just relating to the Python. Okay, suppose let's say you can use the print method, just like a common function to print any data. Okay, just use the print function. Inside the print function, just we can say, let's say for example, hello students. Okay, just you can give the enter. So it will print on your command prompt here. Okay, just use the just print function, given some string value, just given the enter, you can see the result. Okay, so like this we can start very simple. Okay, and it's very simple and very popular language also. We can do any kind of application using the Python. Okay, so let's say for example, if you want to repeat some things here. Okay. Yeah, suppose if you want to write multiple times, like repeating some values or some code. Okay, just you can say, so let's say here, for example, I want to print 5 times. Hello students. Okay, you can just 5 star. Okay, and then just direct string. Let's say for example, hello. So it's printing 5 times. So here you need to know only the commands in the Python. So if you know all the commands in the Python, it's very easy to write the whole program. Okay, so like this, we'll start the Python programming, and from beginner to advanced level. Let me open this. Hello, can you hear me? Okay, okay, fine. So like Python is like data types were implemented C and C++. Okay, if you are good in C, C++, and the Python is very good. You can learn very easily. So many web application you can like. Python is being used to other technologies like, for example, data science. Okay, other blockchain and artificial intelligence. Okay, so the Python is very good to develop those kind of applications here. Okay, so here the main thing like variables, data types, conditional statements, and loops. So like the other languages, how we are using like creating variables. Okay, using the variables store the data. Okay, and what are the data types in the Python. Okay, and how we are going to use the data types to store the information, and conditional statements. Conditional statement you can say like if and else conditional statements, like so making decisions, we are going to use the conditional statements here. And coming to the loops, suppose if you want to repeat many times some code or some names or list items, you want to repeat many times, we're going to use the loops also here. And functions. Okay, Chandana, 1 second. Something was asking Chandana. Sir, if you don't know C++ and all. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that is fine. No need to, no knowledge, no need to learn the C++. You can learn directly the Python. If you are the beginner, Python is very good programming language. So that's what I told you, right? The Python is very good language for beginners. No need any other technical knowledge, any other programming language. You can learn very easily, like just like ABC. Okay, so even the Python you can learn. Suppose you are good in the 10th maths, so the Python is very good. You can learn very easily. No need to worry about it. I will start from the beginning. Okay, so like this, here we're going to use the functions file and the file handling. Okay, so how we are going to handling the with the files. Okay, and exemption handling. So exemption handling means here we are going to, when you're writing any Python code, suppose there is some errors or some problem will be raised. Okay, how to handle that using the exemption, like throwing error, how to fix the error. Okay, so like this exemption handling I'm going to teach you this. And the Python is like completely object oriented Python language. So like object means like you can check other languages also. Okay, so some of the languages are completely object oriented. So for example, JavaScript. Okay, JavaScript is completely object oriented language. Okay, so like this, the first section, like why Python. Okay, and the Python is very simple and general purpose object. The top reason to learn Python. Say here, yeah, the scope of Python. Okay, scope of Python here. So scope of Python here, let's say, for example, to develop any web application. Okay, so you can learn the Python and you can develop web application like a single page application. Okay, or large scale web applications, and even mobile applications also you can use the Python language. That's as I said, this is completely open source and cross-platform technology. So cross-platform means like here, once you develop any application using the Python, so you can integrate with any other language. Let's say other language like, for example, Java, okay, or C Sharp, .NET. You can integrate this application with other technologies also. Okay, and this like complete. You can develop web application, you can develop mobile applications, even desktop applications also. Okay, nowadays the latest applications developing with Python language. Okay, and even other applications like for example finance or trading. Okay, or some applications about computer graphics like a game related game development. Okay, so these are all applications you can develop with the Python. Okay, and coming to the IDE tools for Python. So coming to the IDE tools main here, so I'm going to suggest you the best tool is VS Code and PyCharm. Okay, let me open the VS Code. Okay. Yeah, this is the VS Code. Okay, where it is. Can you see the VS Code? Just chat me on chat window. Hello. Okay, okay. I give the screen share. Okay. It's not coming screen share. Sir. Okay. So can you see now, Chandana? Hello. Can you see my screen and VS Code? Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. So like this is our one of the best tool to write Python language, the VS Code. So the VS Code is like a Microsoft development product. Okay. So like VS Code we can install, we can use in free. There's no any license, nothing is there. You can just install, you can use it. So here we have the internal terminal. So from this terminal, you can give some commands and you can run the code. Okay, write the code here. Okay, and you can export in the internal terminal itself. Okay, so like this, one of the best tool, the VS Code. Most of the developers and companies are using this, and here so a lot of add-ons plugins available to write the code in quickly, and some auto intelligence, okay, like path related, auto complete related. We can add plugins and add-ons. Okay, just you can go to the search. Let's say for example here, suppose you want to add some Python related essentials. Okay, so just type here Python in the search box. Once you type the Python, you will get some result here, the Python related essentials like add-ons, plugins, and all. Okay. Yes. You have to get here extensions. Yeah. Just type the Python keyword. You'll get a lot of plugins and add-ons Python related. Okay. So here some of the Python related I installed already. Suppose it's required the Python indent. So Python indent. Suppose if you want, you can just click on this. You can install here. Okay. So here the Python indent. So here they will give some hints here. So how to use the Python indent. Okay, let's say like here Python extended. Okay, Python preview, Python path. So when you're writing the code and providing the some path, okay, so you need to give the correct the location path. Okay, otherwise the file will not execute. Okay, so here once you install this, uh, just click on the install button. Okay, it will install on your VS Code, and you can see the result here in this window. Here the extension adds set tools which help you generate internal import statements in Python project. Okay, and these are the some features like command, explore, contextual menu, editor, contextual menu. Okay, editor, title, contextual menu. Okay, so these are the some of the benefits with the Python path. Okay, like this you can install whatever the required the plugins and packages and all, and you can use it, VS Code. And the other one is PyCharm. Okay, so this is PyCharm. Let me open this. Hello. So, any student, suppose if you have any doubts or any questions, just chat me on chat window. Okay, so that I will reply. Okay, so there is no any questions, right? There is no any. Okay, so it's opening the pie chart. Let me open it. Okay, this is also one of the best tool, right? The Python language, just like VS Code, but here some of the new features is related to the Python. Okay, so this is the Python PyCharm. Okay, and once install the PyCharm tool. Okay, let me open the website. Okay, so this is the official site to install the PyCharm application. JetBrains is the official website. Okay, so from here you can download the PyCharm application. This is also completely free and open source IDE tool. Here this is the Python IDE for the professional developers. Just click on the download button. Okay, so here you will get the application exe file and you can install. There is no any license. Okay, registration, nothing. It's completely free. So here they said full-fledged professional free community. Okay, so then you can install this application, and here they provided some tutorial for the beginning how to use the PyCharm application to write the code and executing the code. Okay, and there is so many issues or some errors how to fix this within the internal terminal. Okay, so how we have the internal terminal VS Code, the PyCharm also have the internal terminal. Okay, so you can give some commands using the internal terminal and you can execute the application. Okay, so finally it will make some bundle file and using any IDE tool. Suppose if you want to make the bundle file, we have some different commands in the PyCharm and VS Code. Once you're done with that, you can get bundle file, the complete application file that you can run in the local server or you can go to the live. Okay, so these two is the best IDE tools to write your programming language. Okay, and the next one is IDE tool. After this, let's open it. Okay. Yeah, so IDE tools, the Python frameworks and libraries. So Python frameworks means like a Python based. Just now, one of the framework I given one example, that is Django framework. Okay, so Django framework is Python based. Okay, and the Django we are going to use for the web development. Okay, you can develop the complete web application. It can be any type of application. Okay, let's open Django framework website. Django project. Django project.com is the official website. Okay, so from here you can use the Django packages, modules, and the components. Everything. Django makes it easier to build better web apps more quickly and with less code. Okay, so this is the official website. Django is a high-level Python web framework that encourages rapid development and clean, pragmatic design. Okay, and built by experienced developers, it takes care of much of sheer hassle of web development. So they are telling clearly the Python is completely web development related. Okay, it can be like a small application or medium application. It's large scale application. It's any kind of like e-commerce, any some social media network website. Okay, so any like a content management system website. Okay, you can develop any kind of application using the Django framework. It's completely a Python-based framework. Okay, you can use from the Django website. Okay, in the title itself, this is the web framework. The web framework for perfections with the deadlines. This is the title. The Django. Okay, so like this, you can use the Django Python framework. Okay, and libraries, other libraries and components also you can use, like any third party plugins, libraries, tools, and also you can use it. Okay, let's open it. Okay, the jobs and salaries for the Python. Okay, let me open the browser. I will show you some of the uh, Python developer jobs and salaries. So here Python jobs and salaries. Okay, what are the average salary? What is the high salary? Okay, what is the lowest salary after completing your Python? Okay, let's type here. Yeah, Tom expert software engineer 9 to 10 years. Okay, let me type the fresh jobs. Okay, Python first job salary in India. Okay, let's say here the location average salary. So in the Chennai, they given the 5,40,000 in the Chennai. Okay, and the Mumbai 5,79,728 rupees. So this is the annual salary. So annual means annual and average salary. So after completing your Python course, suppose if you join like fresher, you will get around 4 to 4.5 lakh per annum. Suppose you are good, very good in the Python, like you have like 1 year real-time experience, you will get more than 5 lakh, like 6 lakhs and 7 lakhs based on the company. Okay, based on the location, you will get the salary. Okay, and the Python developer positions. Okay, let's check here the Python developer in Glassdoor. Okay, they have mentioned some companies, job roles, and salaries as well. I check one by one here. See, the Python developers in India, initially they said the 425K per year. Here, the Python developer, the companies like here they said TCS, Python developer data console services, and this starting salary is 4,25,000. That is whether you have fresher or if already you are like programmer in the Python. Okay, that is the average salary. That is so after getting 1 year experience or 2 year experience, you will expect around 7, 8, 9 lakhs. Okay, it's like there is a lot of chances to learn, uh, and yeah, you can learn the Python and you can get the Python developer. Yeah. Okay, it's like this. Jobs and salaries is available on the Python. And the present hot course is the Python, because the Python, once you learn the Python, you can switch into other courses as well. So once you get the good command on the Python, like using the web development, so that you will get some good experience on the Python, and after that you can switch to any other language and you can switch to any other job as well. Like for example, the data science, machine learning, okay, artificial intelligence. Okay, you can switch to any other job immediately once you put on the Python language. Okay, let's open this. Okay, so this is our Python jobs and salaries part. Let's open. Oops, not sharing. Okay, so like this, the Python is like benefits of Python is explained already. So Ide tools of the Python. Okay, like if these are like I'm going to suggest the PyCharm and VS Code as well. So these two tools is very good to write your programming language. So also Sublime and Atom, Jupyter Notebook, Eclipse also good, but I'm going to suggest these two, PyCharm and VS Code. These both. Okay, it's very simple, and you can write the code in quick way. Okay, Python frameworks and libraries. Okay, just explained already about the Django framework, and other frameworks also is there, but the Django is the best tool, best framework for this. To develop any kind of application, small to large scale application. other micro frameworks. Okay, and asynchronous frameworks. Okay, so asynchronous frameworks here it is like, so let's say for example like a large scale application to handle so many things like one after one. Okay, so like in this case we are going to using asynchronous programming to execute one after one. So for that kind of application, you can use these frameworks, say HTTP, okay, Golang and SAN. And this is very small, it's not like a big application. Okay, so you can use these frameworks. These also like completely Python-based frameworks and jobs. Okay, then coming to the jobs, like first you can step into as a web developer. Okay, and you can gain some good experience on the development using the Python and MongoDB. Once you get good experience on the web development, so then switch to the full stack developer. Okay, or any other latest training courses, training jobs like machine learning, they're like a data scientist, data analyst, okay, application developer. You can switch to the any job. Also completed the Python course, and once you get the good experience on the Python programming. Okay, and salaries part also completed. Yeah. So coming to the MongoDB. Okay, so here the MongoDB is like completely NoSQL database. Okay, it's open source and document oriented database. And RDBMS versus NoSQL. So as I said before, RDBMS is like completely relational database. So we are going to create like tables, and columns, rows, and all. Okay. So there is some structural language, structural query language. So we need to follow those structures when you want to create any database. We need to follow the some structure. So in the NoSQL, no need to follow the structural query language. So that's why I said the no SQL. So no SQL means here in the MongoDB, we can use image data, okay, and JSON data, video data, and any other kind of like most of like data is we are going to use the JSON format. Suppose you have like 1 lakh users data. In the JSON, we are going to store the all 1,000 users data, like using like a property like key pair values. Here, two key pair values are there, and one is the like for example user name, like first name, last name, okay, like gender, location, address, mobile number, email. Okay, so these are all some you can use like a key pair values and store the JSON, and you can call like a REST API. Okay, it's like benefits of the MongoDB. So benefits of the MongoDB is here. There is a lot of benefits with the MongoDB. So it's a completely document database, and you can store graphs also here. So like graphs means like charts, like pie charts, bar charts, okay, and other related bar charts also you can store. And you store information about networks of data. For instance, social connections, graph stores include Neo4j and graph. Okay, and key value stores. Key value stores means here key and value. So here the key and value means, let's say if you use like RDBMS like a MySQL, so here you are going to use the table and row. So inside row again you are going to store the data. So here in the JSON format, the key and value means, so like let's say for example full name, the key full name, and here in the value section you can give the, okay, that is like one row in the MongoDB. Okay, like this you can write the key pair values like the MongoDB, but in the RDBMS it's not possible. There's no way to write these kind of key pair values. Okay, and wide column stores such a Cassandra and HBase are optimized for queries over large data results, and store columns of data together instead of rows. So in the RDBMS, we're going Yeah, can you hear me now, Chandana? Hello, Priya, can you hear me? Hello. Okay. 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 When using like suppose any analytics related application. So analytics related applications means here, like for example, like voting related application. Okay. So here we are going to use the voting related application. So here analytics is required. Okay. So when using like analytics related applications, not only for analytics, you can use any other e-commerce related content management, okay, and any social media websites applications. Also you can use MongoDB. So all this area batch analytics which used to be company consuming as well. Okay, with the help of MongoDB that has brought revolution, bringing down the latency a fraction of seconds and making the availability high. So 99% of. An example, apps and browser. So you can say this like apps means like any kind of application that related to analytics. Okay, and browser also. Okay, so like this kind of real-time analytics you can use for MongoDB and product catalog related and scalability and the dynamicity. So as more development and research is happening, companies need to store a variety of data. Can you hear me now, Chandana? Hello, Chandana, can you hear me now? Hello. Okay. Chandra, can you hear me? Just text me on chat window. Hello. Okay, okay, Chandra and Raju. I think Raju, Chandra. Okay, fine. So like this, like first I'm going to start from the Python. So here, from the beginner to advanced level, I'm going to teach like a real time. Like real time means like, for example, writing the code, like how real time will be there. Suppose if you join like a fresher or like 1 year experience, how you're going to handle with the Python and how you're going to handle with the project. Okay. So like that way, I'm going to teach you like in the real time scenario. And after completing the course, you will get one good project with these two combinations with Python and MongoDB. Okay. So I think today we're done. From tomorrow onwards, we will start for the Python and MongoDB. Okay. So is there any doubts or questions? Just chat me or just ask me. Like related to technology. Okay. And any other, you have any queries, doubts? Okay. Okay. No doubts, Chandana. Okay. Okay, Chandana. And any other doubts? Like Raju, do you have any? And Rasagna, Bandi, do you have any doubts or queries? Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Student, today we're done. Tomorrow the same time, 8 to 9, we start the class. Okay, so first in 2-3 classes, I'm going to install all the applications like other third-party libraries, tools, and all. Like coming to the Python, MongoDB, and installing the Ide tools. Okay, adding some plugins, add-ons on the extension section. Okay, once we all the environment, then we can start the coding in the Python. Okay, okay, that bye. Yeah, yeah. Tell me, Rasagna.
Could you please give me the
Okay,
index
yeah.
what
Tell
you
me,
are going
Rasagna.
to give me the index what you are
So index means like you want to ask for course content.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, course content. Our team will be shared with you. I
Okay,
think
thank
one of our team member is shared already. I think you didn't get. Today I will ask her to share the course content.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Bye, everybody.